What's good, guys? Today's kind of a different video. Y'all see those in the background? Those have always been there, but we're actually going to use those. I already did sample 7 of these. Comment down below which 7 I used. If y'all watched my stream yesterday, which was Sunday, that stream failed because my computer is glitchy, so I don't know if I can stream anymore. I need to get a new computer or something, but I sampled 7 of them all into one song, and this was all for my college project. I'm in college now, professional music class at Ryerson, or X University now it's called that, because I guess some residential school owner named it Ryerson. That's kind of tough, but all that aside, let's get into it.
Beam 236, Beam 236, Beam 236.
Okay, I'm gonna show you guys which ones I sampled. I'll get them. Y'all get to see my... Yo, don't look over there. Okay, so I got all the records down. You can see there's only 2 left, but the first one is this one right here. Second one, this one. Third one, this one. Fourth one, fifth one. Okay, I'll show you guys this one and then the next one. The last one's the craziest one. This one's kind of crazy. There's a hippo in my tub. This one's pretty cool. And then the last one, I got the royal wedding on vinyl. What? Who can say they have this? No one can. Bow. So let's get into this breakdown. Y'all can see here the whole breakdown. So the first thing I took was this part. Took this melody. When I first heard that, I knew it was going to be the perfect beginning part of the sample. Next thing I did was chopped up some drums from some of the other samples. Right? Got that little snare. Then we layer it with another snare. I took actual snare for this, right? Then we add a kick too. This kick is also from one of the samples. I don't really know which samples I took it from. Yo guys, my wall's looking kind of bland. Like, give me a second. That looks so dumb that looks so dumb in person. Okay, so now that all the records are back, we got the kick, we got the clap, we got the snare, all that. Then I added some hi-hat. There were some hi-hat chops that I found, but they weren't good enough. This is what the hi-hat sounds like. Super fire. As you can hear, it's in triplets. I did this by going to FL Studio here. 1/3 beat, 1/6 beat, 1/3 step. Right? I utilized all of these, but I think the one I used first was the 1/3 beat to make the basic triplet bounce, because the loops also triplets, so they go well together. Obviously changing up the velocities to give it more bounce. When you're doing the rolls, change the velocities. Just on everything, change the velocities, just so it's not too mundane. Copied the same thing over after I just said too mundane. Then I also took a part of a different sample, stretched it out, and made it a melody, as you can see here. Oh, it was a horn from the royal wedding soundtrack. So at the first there was a crowd noise, then horns came in, so I stretched out the horn. As you can hear, you might be able to hear some of the background noise, and then I pitched it up when the sample changed. And lastly, I added these 808s from a Kennedy's kit. Basic 808, following the root notes, going up and down. Boom, 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 boom. Then added some triplet rolls with the velocities changing. Adding some triplet rolls with your 808s that, Oh yeah, what y'all think of this shirt? I got it at Value Village. I think it's kind of hard. Like, what do you mean? It's in French, but I can read French. Popcorn Gate, kind of hard. Kind of hard. I don't have any shirts with pink on it that much, so I think this is a good addition to the arsenal. after that 808, I don't really add anything else except for this vocal chop. I think this is from the first sample I added. For the main melody, I added some halftime and some FabFilter Pro Q to cut out the lows. For the horn, I didn't really add anything except for stereo separation, so it's stereo instead of mono. So yeah, everything together sounds like this. I might even cut it there and just have like the 808s or something playing, like. For the second part, I pitch the main melody up an octave, then have a little breakdown here with the horn and a bass. This bass is from the rock album Triumph. It's from that, stretched it out and made it into its own thing. Here there's a little break. And there's halftime on this part, so it's halftime and I'll slowly come in. And you can hear the B part coming in. So for this crowd noise, this is from the Royal Wedding vinyl. This drum fill, I'm pretty sure it's from the Spyro Gyra Catching the Sun vinyl. Pretty cool drum fill. Have these risers and stuff like this one. Oh wait, before we go to the B section, I just need to show you this thing I did at the beginning. I had the main melody normally, and it's at 50 BPM, right? Start it at 50 BPM, turn on notes and automation, and you can start it like this, right? 3, 4. And you can basically drag that up. I've already done it, so it's doing it by itself. Make an extra pattern for automation. You can drag it up, and it'll make everything go up with it, like go faster. Then I bring in the hi-hats and stuff. And if everything is stretching while you're doing that, so if I turn up the tempo, you can see that crash is moving, right? It's moving, right? For some stuff, I don't want that. So you could go to Tools, Macros, switch all audio clips to real-time stretching, okay? And now, when I stretch it out, nothing happens. Now to transition to the B section. We have this, again, the crowd noise, the drum fill, the risers, and then the piano comes in. Oh, what do you mean? Wait, that's hard. This original melody, the one right here, the dark one, is in A flat minor, so I put it down a fifth, and now it's in D sharp minor, so from A flat or G sharp, A flat and G sharp are the same thing. Put it down a fifth, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now that's down a fifth. So we have the piano playing these chords out. These are just from a regular VST, so not using any samples for this. We're using sevenths, a lot of sevenths, just to give it more of that soulful vibe. Have the bass notes at the bottom. So this is A flat minor 7th, I think. And then if we bring these two up, it can be a major. And then added this little melody on top, just to give it some more movement. Drop the chords down, following the bass notes, so I just build chords on top of them. Take one chord, skip 2 notes, skip 3 notes, skip 2 notes. That'll make a minor 7th chord. If you skip 3 notes, then 2 notes, then 3 notes, that'll make a major 7th chord. That's just the easiest way to basically know about it. So these are majors and these are minor. Added some vocals from Play on top of that. Following the same chord progressions. This time for Play, I used the EXP LES. I don't even know what those mean at the end, but it's the preset, right? Added this analog bass, following the same bass notes as the piano. Analog, Mike Dean bass, I think. For the piano, I used some reels, just to give it a more realistic feel, you know, gives it that vinyl tape emulation effect. Cut out some of the lows using this EQ and some of the highs too. For the play vocals, added some sound shift pitch stereo. This can pitch it up or down octaves, right? And I made it go down an octave and changed the knob to this because I thought it was a little too high pitch. Cut out some of the highs too, as you can see here, and use some Valhalla Supermassive to give it more wideness, reverb feel. Oh, I did chop up the crowd. Been doing this a lot more recently. Y'all saw my Kenny Beats breakdown. It's a little less subtle now, but it adds a lot to it. We have the same crowd riser. The first thing I added was this pattern 11. I'm pretty sure it was from There's a Hippo in My Tub sample. I chopped a bell one shot out of that, pitched it, sample started, you see all that, right? And then added some effects to it, added some fab filter, EQ, cut out all these frequencies. Without the EQ, it probably sounded a lot different. Let's hear it. Right, it has a lot more stuff, so I tried to just solo that bell frequency. Let's hear it without the effects. Way different, way worse. We add some reels to give it more of a realistic tape emulation feel. This will also eliminate some of the nuances, like if there's some extra sounds in it. The tape emulation will make it feel like it's supposed to be, I guess, bad on purpose. And then some chorus to give it more of an analog feel again. And then some Valhalla, widen it out. And we also added these vocal chops. These vocal chops are from the Carole King, Really Rosie. Believe pretty fire, right? So we took those, pitched them around, stretched them, and that's how I made it. Added some reels, Valhalla Super, 2 instances of Valhalla Supermassive this time. One of them's for delay and one of them's for reverb. Now this last thing is the pad. This pad, I took the me from this sample, stretched it out, and turned it into a pad. All the effects, fab filter, cut out the highs and lows, delay, some Valhalla Supermassive, reverb, wider, put it at 58% just to make it wider, and then some chorus. So all these together. And we still have the crowd noise in the background. And I added some drums like this hi-hat loop. These snares from the other sample. This kick. Another snare to layer it. And then an 808. This is the Spins 808. And then all that together. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready. And for the outro, the pad, the piano, and that weird bell thing. A riser and that sample from the beginning. And then the piano. Thank y'all for watching. This beat was pretty fun to make, even though there were some technical difficulties during this streaming process. Oh shit, one of them fell down. I've never sampled before using an actual vinyl record player. I recently got one for my mom's birthday, so I was using that to sample it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, leave a like, comment, consider subscribing if you really like, or share with your friends. Yeah, let me know what you want to see next. Shout out to Noah Schwartz, my instructor. Yeah, thank you. And bye.